Yes, lovely people, just want to say a congratulations that you were fortunate to make it to the end of the year, going into the new year, because many never made it. They lost their life through many different causes, but you're here today to listen to this message. We get one life, one opportunity, and we need to take the moment to actually reflect to what life is all about. Are we doing our best? Are we being our best? And where are we to go in the new year? Are our priorities right? Are we in the right space, in the right place internally? Have we got our priorities right? And the time of reflection to where we're going next, how we're gonna get there, the vehicle, and our key objective, our North Star. Because sometimes in life we can drift off track. We can fall off of the track. And sometimes it's so subtle, we can slowly drift away from our key objective, the North Star that we may have had previously, but we've drifted because our values have changed. Because sometimes life, the strong currents and winds and sins can shape us into people that it's not really us. Whether it's different associations, different business venture, networking, and before you know it, certain habits, certain addictions slowly take you away from what you really cared for in the first place. So sometimes it takes a time like this to sit back, reflect, and think, what happened? What happened to me? Because sometimes you won't get challenged, especially if you're a business owner or you're an entrepreneur. Sometimes you're not getting challenged. And the people that are challenging you, you tell them to F off because the comfortability, the familiarity. Are you with me? That's why I'm sending you this message today. Why? Because I care. I've been there where I've not wanted to live, or I've become such a beast, the ego, think I know it all. Life has broken me down. And we want to prevent that, right? A wise proverb says, a wise man will learn from another man's experiences or another man's falls and trips, rather than him tripping down the same road. But we think we know it all. And that's what we need to dissolve. The ego, I call it my man within my concept. My man is that voice within the head that lie, steal, kill, and destroy. I'm not saying that you'll kill, and I'm not saying you're still, but you may steal your life, your dreams, and you may kill yourself through the choices and decisions that you're making because you're not being challenged and because life may not have stopped you just yet. But you know deep down inside that life will stop you because it's not sustainable the way you've been living, your lifestyle, your habits and your addictions. And you needed this video. It's like this video was made specifically for you. Because you know you're pushing all the good things away. And the things that are not good for you, you're drawing close to. But through that process, you're becoming weaker. These things are like kryptonite. What happens to Superman when he's near kryptonite? He becomes weak. What else happens? He loses his power. You've been losing your power for quite some time now, haven't you? You're pretending that you're powerful behind the facade of the business, of the capital, of your portfolio. But behind the scenes, behind the veil is something totally different, isn't it? And it's that time. You've got December, you've got January now. As we go into January, it's only going to get deeper and darker if one doesn't take certain decisions to change the current. That's right, the current. There's only one way the current can flow into the ocean of life, and that's the current downstream. When you're trying to swim upstream, you know and I know it gets tiring. And when things start going wrong within the business, within the relationships, within this, within that, we think, why is this happening to me? But haven't you stopped to think, why is this happening to you? I don't need to answer the question. You know the answer. I'm just here to present the information. I'm just a messenger. A lot of the time I'm sitting in the sauna. For those that know, they know. For those that don't, they're just about to get to know. I'll be in the sauna and I'll say, it's all quiet, Monday morning. Gents, today's going to be an amazing day. They say, or one of them, I hope so, hope. So weak, it's like he's been beaten, his days, life's beaten him already, but it wasn't life. Well, it was life that beat him, but he beat himself by the habits and choices and decisions, why he feels the way he feels, but he feels that life's done it to him, but he's done it to himself. Life just disciplined him. And then one will say, how do you know? I'll say, life told me to tell you. To remind. So he doesn't know, but he does. Life will hit you where it hurts if you don't listen. Is it there? I was supposed to look, or there, where you see my eyes. If you don't listen, you've been given 2 ears to listen, 1 mouth, etc. That old cliche. But I'm going to break it down even a little bit deeper for you, because that's just me. I'm a deep diver. Forget about these ears. You've been given 1 heart. Yeah. And in that heart, you've got first ear. With the ear, you're supposed to hear. And when you hear, you're supposed to implement. Faith without deeds is dead. Let me break it down a little bit deeper. In your heart, you hear. What do you hear? You hear. It says the overflow of the heart is on the tip of the tongue. You can feel someone. Why? The more conscious you become, the more you don't need to listen to the language of what people tell you. Because people talk rubbish, people lie, people put facades. This language is the old. We're going into the new. And the language is the feeling. The feeling, capital letters, Why? Because I-N-G. Feeling is the vibrational frequency. And the vibrational frequency is the language. And if you become a super conscious, and that's the key objective for us human beings on earth, us people, my missus said the other day, don't say beings, say people or whatever, because why am I here to people please? Yeah? Being please. I love it. Come on, it's all about banter. It's all about being real and transparent. So she did say that. Stop saying beings, you know, A, B, and C. But that's Mel. She worries about what people say, think. But anyway, the language is the feeling, the vibrational frequency. The more conscious you become, the more you can read. I have people telling me stuff A, B, and C. I can feel. But where comes great power comes great responsibility. Imagine if you can feel, you know what the person's saying. You're not listening to that. You can hear, you can feel what they're saying through their heart, through their vibrational frequency that comes out their heart. That's 5,000 times stronger than their brain. And that's the language. And you start understanding that language. Yeah? So you're hearing someone speak from their heart, not what comes out of their mouth. We're going into a new aura, yeah? So then, within your heart, you listen, you hear, and it's an ear as well. So you can hear, but it's also an ear for you to receive. What do you do with it? You hear. So let me break it down to you. Within the ear, you hear, but also within the heart, there's art. What do they call someone that sings? An artist. They're an artist. Someone that draws, an artist, paints. We are artists, and we're creating art from the heart, because your vibrational frequency that goes into the universal ocean, is alive, it's active, it's pulsing, it's intelligent, and it governs the earth and all that's in it, the universe, cosmos. Yeah. So there's this stuff that we breathe in and out. It's in between us. It holds everything together. It's conscious. It's alive. It's active. Sharper than a double-edged sword, to penetrate spirit and soul, marrow and bone, and knows the thoughts of every man's heart. For those that know, they know. For those that don't, you'll soon get to know, because this is global information. This is, art. Art of life starts within the heart, because that's why it says a man reaps what he sows. How are you sowing? You're sowing right now. I'm sowing right now through your heart. The wellspring of a man is from the heart. That's why it says safeguard your heart, because it's the wellspring of life, because it creates life. That's why you have to safeguard it, because if your heart's broken, you are broken. That's the seat of the soul, the heart. Fire. Sorry. So within your heart, there's an ear to hear, and there is art to create art. From the unseen to the seen, if you know what I mean. So, going back to the language, the feeling is the vibrational frequency that goes out from your heart into the universal ocean, and that is what creates your reality. Because life, the universal ocean, will provide you with whatever you are feeling, and your feelings is the vibrational frequency, and they are the seeds that you're sowing. That's why you should treat others how you'd like to be treated, and everything you do will be done onto you. Fire. So, ladies and gents, I've lost my train of thought of the original video. No, I haven't. It was to give you some value, and it was to speak to people that are going through some stuff. Don't care what's in your bank or what you've got. I'm talking about you being rich, you being a billionaire in there, not out there. Because the billionaire out there is poor. The billionaire, millionaire out there is poor. I've been seeing them. They're poor because they're not billionaire, millionaires in here. They're poor. It doesn't matter what they've got, they're poor. And it's become custom that people are hiding behind their finances and status that makes them something. It's an illusion. And life will break you down to show you. But I'm trying to prevent that. Why I'm doing this video here now. This is a gift. I'm just a messenger. Just like within the sauna. How do you know? Because life told me to tell you. Life is telling me to show you this information now to then get a vehicle so then you're not operating from the same frequency that you was before. And remember, this is one side of creating. But if the past is holding you back because you're carrying so much weight from last year, 5 years, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, there's so much weight there. There's so much stuff that hasn't been cleaned and closeted and cleaned out, bagged and chucked out. There's so much there. Guess what? You're still carrying it today, and it needs to go for you to be free and vibrate at a frequency that you're going to create more fruit on your tree, but enjoy the fruit on your tree with your family. You got greatness within you. You have greatness within you. You can do anything that you want in life. You've obviously done quite some amazing things, but now it's time to focus on you. Because without you being healthy, what does healthy mean? Healthy means feeling good about yourself from the morning you wake up. That means looking after yourself, eating the right stuff, drinking the right stuff, exercising, and life flowing through you with no anxiety, no worry, no stress, and business, whatever happens, you're living where it's just over your head because you're free. And you're looking and seeing life from the perspective where you are life. And life is you. The further we go out from ourselves, we don't become life, we become death. And that's where struggle, strain, disease, unconsciousness, and heartache, trouble, dysfunction, chaos is. So I'm calling you out now, and I'm saying, if you're serious about the next phase of your life and you're ready and willing, I don't need to try and convince you. You should know from this video that you're open and you're willing to take it to the next level. Then direct message me or click the link in the bio And I am so open and honest with my own life, what I've been through. And I'm just here to help you on the journey. I help people on a day-to-day basis transform their life. And it's amazing to see them years later happy because they know the stuff that's within the process. It's a methodology, it's sustainable. Look, I'm here 12 years later and my clients, yeah, it's sustainable. Look, I'm still glowing like the first. Look, come on, yeah? So I am going to love you and leave you. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, and I will see you on another one or see you on a call when you make that move because you care about you. Dwayne F and Jack.